Hello there, you're very welcome. My name is Orla Danaher. I'm a career and interview coach, and I have some tips to share with you on job options as part of the Work Matters at the Library programme. I first of all like to thank Dublin City Library for giving me the opportunity to talk to you today, and would like to mention before we begin that the library has a number of great resources that you can find online with your library card. If you don't have a library card, that's no problem. All you have to do is sign up to www.librariesireland.ie and you'll get a card number and a PIN. With this, then you can choose from a number of ebooks and e-audiobooks on BorrowBox. There's a collection of business information that you also might like to dip into. You can also read the latest health and fitness magazines online with Orbi Digital and Press Reader. And you can even take some courses if you're somewhat inspired, such as Microsoft Academy and Who Knew It. I'll spell that for you. That's HOONUIT. There's Universal Class. Just see the blog post doc for a full array of the courses. You can find all details about these great e-resources on www.dublincitylibraries.ie. www.dublincitylibraries.ie. Okay, so on to the task at hand. As I was saying, I'm a career coach. I'm here to talk to you about, I suppose, giving you some useful information on trying to come up with an idea of job options for you right now. I only have a little bit of time with you. Often when clients come to me for this kind of a session, it takes hours. We've only minutes together. So what I will try to do is give you some really useful tidbits of information to get you going on the right path and get you started. Unfortunately, due to the completely unforeseen circumstance of the COVID-19 pandemic, obviously, aside from the health issues, the job market now is facing a major challenge. Redundancies and cutbacks have already started to take place. You may unfortunately be already one of them. So now it's time to dig deep and get a plan of action together. Okay, so first thing, plan of action. Points to consider. What kind of jobs are you considering? Are you looking for something similar or are you looking for something different? Are you taking this as an opportunity possibly to move into an area that you will actually get real genuine job satisfaction? I've met clients over the years coming to me for career sessions, and people will come with me on completely different ends of the scale. Some people live to work, other people work to live. So the people that work to live essentially just need to earn a salary. Their job isn't the focal point of their life. They've other outside interests that they really want. They like in pastimes they enjoy. So they just need to earn a salary to allow them to do that. Other people then live, eat, breathe, work, and what they do is an absolute integral part of their life. So I suppose where you fit in within that, you know yourself, and that's something to consider when you're looking at job options. Okay, so if you are thinking of making a change career, it's about taking the blinkers off. People that think outside the box can tend to fare very well and move forward and come up with some great opportunities for themselves. The nuts and bolts, though, of making a choice, whether you're looking for a major move or you're just looking to get back into the job market with something similar, there is a number of criteria I would suggest you go through. First of all, these obvious ones, but very important ones. Salary would be the first thing. For a lot of you out there, it's not the most important thing, but we all need to live and keep ourselves financially secure. So what do you know exactly what you need to earn versus what you want to earn, and what you need to earn, your fundamentals. What is the lowest you can? Not that you're trying to lowball yourself, but where your absolute bottom line is, and that's an important thing to know before you are looking at job options. Locations is another area. Are you flexible, or are you tied to within a certain frame, whether you don't drive maybe, or you live far out? What are those options? Either that you can or cannot do. Job satisfaction, I mentioned there earlier, it's another key one. How important to you is the type of work? Company environment, the type of work, the type of company that it is. Again, I meet clients over the years that for some people this is very important. Maybe some of you want to work for a company that gives back, NGOs, charity organizations, companies that are have a good ethos. For some other people, it isn't a big part of their decision-making process when it comes to selecting work. So there are just a few key criteria just to help you structure it a bit. Now, the next stage is really, I suppose, what are you going to do? What kind of job are you going to go? And maybe you mightn't, you might be in a situation where the type of job you've been doing, there isn't a lot out there. It's the industry has hit a major problem. So you're going to have to rethink it. So what can you do? And I mean, often when people, they've been working all their life, it all just seems a bit of a blur, really. So I worked with a client on this recently. I had break down with him what the main bulk of his experience, where does it all lie? So we went back about 10 years. He was working in kind of business development and sales, but it kind of came out that 40% of his working life was business development and sales, as I said. 15% was client query resolution, 20% was people management, and 25% was sort of an accounts admin area. So that's a very simple exercise for you to do, that you kind of look back and can reflect and say, okay, actually I do have quite a lot of experience in that area. Maybe in his case he wasn't looking to do business development or sales anymore, he was looking to get out of it. So I suppose he was thinking, within that, with all my experience, what areas do I have some skills and some experience in other areas? So that's one thing to consider. And also you have to look at your transferable skills. So what skills do you have that would transfer and be relevant to a new move? Other things to consider: industries. What areas have you worked in? And if you are looking at a career change, could you do that career change within the same industry, which will be just a smoother transition? So for example, you're in telecoms, you're looking to maybe move out of a particular role, you're looking to maybe get into, I don't know, project management position. You haven't worked in that area really before, but you're going to stick within telecoms in your next position. So as I said, it's a smoother transition. Or look at industries that would be interlinked or related. Other things to look at when you're trying to make a decision regarding, what job could I do now going forward, is it's one thing to analyze what you've done, but the other aspect which I work with in clients is it's very important. In an ideal situation is that you're going to pick a role that you will actually get satisfaction, fulfillment, and enjoy doing. So look back on any of your jobs to date and look at tasks or key projects or anything you were involved with over the years that you really enjoyed, and what within that gave you satisfaction. So what you felt played to your strengths. So write down these competencies, the soft skills, and what you liked about these particular roles. And marrying that information with also what you need, what I talked about in the previous bit about this, the salary and the nuts and bolts and the practicalities. If you mix all that information together, it should start giving you some sort of essentially a face to the job or the job options that would be good for you now going forward. Okay, the other thing is, within that, do you now need to upskill? And the next question is, are you in a position to do that? Unfortunately, not everyone is in a position to do that. So if you can, absolutely try and do this. And also remember that, you might be able to upskill concurrently while maybe pursuing a job option that isn't your first choice, but is something that will keep you going until you get there. So let's take you forward to, now you do know now what you want to do. You're actually going to be actively on the job market. So key things to do obviously is look at now your marketing or your job hunting tools. So those things like CV revamp. I have done another clip with through the Dublin City Library program. So on CVs, I've covered quite a lot of ground on that. So I would encourage you, if you are interested, to go into that clip because I talk quite a lot about that. Cover letters obviously as well. Same as the CV, have a good template, but also be able to know to tailor your CV and your cover letter each time you apply for a role. LinkedIn is really good now. It's becoming a major player in looking for work and how employers are finding candidates. So make sure that if you don't have a profile, do put one up, and if you do have one, revamp it. And what else? Yeah, I mean, I suppose ultimately what you're trying to do is you're trying to tailor your skills for the next opportunity. Okay, so where are the jobs? Okay, so the key ones, usual avenues would be the job boards: Indeed, Monster, Irish Jobs, jobs.ie. As I mentioned there just earlier, LinkedIn is becoming a much bigger player in being a platform to find roles and for employers and recruitment agencies to find people. Make sure also that on your profile that you have the alert looking for job opportunities tag. You'll find that on your profile and be able to tick that and make sure that people can see that you're actually actively looking for a job opportunity. So make sure that alert is on. Then other avenues, your network. Who do you know? Your ex-bosses, ex-colleagues, people in your circle, your nearest and dearest, might have friends of friends, people that might be working in a particular area that you're interested in pursuing. In normal situations, I would be recommending people to go into networking opportunities such as expos and seminars. Obviously, given the situation, that's not going to be possible. Certainly when, please God, things settle down very soon, get back into that. But there are a lot of seminars being run online, so I would consider looking into that as well. And do register with some good recruitment agencies. 4 to 5 initially. Good sign of a good agency is that they are indulged in a good conversation with you on the phone, and they seem to understand what you're looking for, and they do keep in contact with you. Do keep in control of your CV, so don't allow anyone to steamroll you into roles that you're not really that sure about. Make sure you have enough information before you say yes, go ahead with that, and put my CV forward. Is just make sure you have a copy of this job spec and you've gone through it and you've considered. Okay, so last couple of things. Obviously get a good strategy together. So make sure that you have pick a time in the day that you are going to be actually looking for work. Pick a day that suits you. Some people are morning people, some people are evening people. So just have a set time in the day that you're going to be working on getting out those job applications. Keep in touch with your network, and finally be confident about what you have to offer. I know it can be difficult, especially in challenging times like this, but being positive is a very important part of it. Okay, well, that's all for today. I'm sorry. I hope it's a huge area, as I was saying. I tried to make it as relevant as possible for everyone. So I hope you got something, a little bit of information, and that would be of help to you. Thanks for your attention. Hope this, as I said, has been useful for you. I'd just like to say thank you again to Dublin City Library for allowing me to be involved in this. And just a quick reminder on that, they also have dedicated space called Work Matters Hubs with laptops. There's books and privacy for you to use when the libraries please God open soon. And those libraries are Cabra, Ballyfermot, Ballymun, and the Central Library there on Henry Street. And they're a great place to help you run your way through getting your back on track with the job market. Take care, be safe, and most of all, very best of luck with the job hunt. Thank you. Bye bye.